This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, ho there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutastrophe welcoming you to another Sports Catastrophe birthday boy. And the birthday boy for today, April the 18th, is this guy. He's still playing in the league, and he's still a Venezuelan icon, and he's still helping the Detroit Tigers out. He is Miggy Cabrera, first baseman / DH for the Detroit Tigers. Since his debut in 2003 in the majors, he's a two-time AL MVP winner, 4-time batting champion, 11-time All-Star, and won the Triple Crown in 2012, the first player in 45 years to do that. He basically was an outfielder before 2006 and then got signed to the infield. Cabrera was signed by the Marlins as an amateur free agent and progressed through their minor league system. He made his MLB debut in 2003 at the age of 20 and helped the Marlins win the World Series somehow. Cabrera was a great player for the Marlins before being traded to the Tigers in 2007. And in 2012, he won the batting crown, the home run crown, and the RBI crown, which is the triple crown. Obviously giving him the AL MVP and becoming the first player to get the batting triple crown since Yastrzemski in 1967. Cabrera surprisingly got a career high 348 batting average, so he improved his batting average and got yet another AL MVP award. Cabrera, of course, has won 4 batting titles, 3 straight, 2011, 2012, 2013, and a very good batting average of all things. So yeah, he's signed as an amateur free agent because he's from Venezuela. International players don't really have to go through that system. Strange as it sounded, Cabrera in June of 2003 got to come up to the Marlins system. He's kind of like Dontrelle Willis, who was 21 at that time when he came up. A lot of youngsters and all that. So anyway, Cabrera actually hit a walk-off home run in his first major league game against Tampa, becoming the third player to do that. Such a thing. Billy Parker and Josh Bard. Kind of crappy players, but anyway. Cabrera was made the cleanup hitter even though he was 20 years old, and Cabrera's postseason play helped him out. He ended up being 5th in Rookie of the Year voting when Dontrelle Willis won the award. Cabrera was huge, especially against the Cubs in the NLCS. 333, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, which is pretty good. Cabrera hit a major home run off Roger Clemens in Game 4 of the World Series against the Yankees at Marlins Stadium, which helped the Marlins take Game 4 to tie the series at 2. But then the Marlins won Game 6 on Yankee Stadium turf. Cabrera did pretty well for himself. In his first year as being a regular, he batted .294, 33 home runs, 112 RBIs, and earned an All-Star appearance. Cabrera seemed to be well on his way with helping the Marlins out and all that. He almost got the NL batting crown, but he lost on the final day of the regular season to Freddie Sanchez of the Pirates. Cabrera won his arbitration hearing in 2007, getting a 1-year, $7.4 million contract. Cabrera was still doing quite well for the Marlins, but shockingly, the Marlins traded Cabrera and Dontrelle Willis, ironically, 2 of the top 5 rookies in the 2003 season, to the Tigers for Andrew Miller, Dallas Trahan, Eugenio De La Cruz, and Burke Bradenhobb, and outfielder Cameron Maben. So basically, it was a prospects trade. So Detroit traded a lot of prospects to get Cabrera and Dontrelle Willis. Cabrera would get an 8-year, $152 million contract extension in March of 2008, making it the 4th largest at that time, behind A-Rod's, Derek Jeter, and Manny Ramirez's extension. And it was the largest in Tigers history, surpassing the 5-year, $75 million contract signed by Miguel Ordonez in 2005. Ordonez wasn't really a bust for the Tigers. He did help them get to the World Series with a walk-off LCS home run against Oakland. But I just can't picture Ordonez in Detroit stripes. White Sox, yeah. In fact, Cabrera's contract was surpassed by Prince Fielder's 9-year deal. But Prince Fielder a few seasons after that. I believe he got traded to Texas. Or I think he retired as a Texas Ranger because of his neck problems. So Cabrera looked good. He would start his AL/Tigers debut 1 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, and the Tigers lost. They decided to move Cabrera to first base with Carlos Guillen being third base and all that. He, in fact, led the American League in home runs with 37. He was the youngest AL home run champion since Troy Glaus in 2000. And after getting 127 RBIs, he was one of 6 players who drove in more than 100 RBI runs in each of the past 5 seasons, joining A-Rod, Pujols, David Ortiz, Bobby Abreu, and Mark Teixeira. Cabrera would help Venezuela at the World Baseball Classic as well. I know he was playing in Toronto because Toronto was one of the hub cities for the World Baseball Classic of 2009. Anyway, Cabrera was hot as a pistol, as we say. He looked good. 2011, he won his first batting crown. But in 2012, things would be huge. The Tigers signed Prince Fielder, moving Miguel Cabrera back to third base. However, in a preseason game, Cabrera was struck below the right eye by a ground ball off the bat of Hunter Pence. He made it back for opening day. He looked pretty good for himself. He got his 1,000th career RBI, which made him the 4th player in history to get 1,000 RBIs before his 30th birthday, joining Hank Aaron, Albert Pujols, and Lou Gehrig. Miguel Cabrera hit his 300th home run during the 2012 season, which made him the 2nd Venezuelan to do that. The other one, Andres Big Cat Galarraga. And Cabrera became the first Tiger in history, August of 2012, to hit 30 home runs in 5 straight seasons, passing Hank Greenberg and Cecil Fielder's records. He looked good and all that. He was the first batter to get the Triple Crown since Carlos Yastrzemski in 1967, the first non-outfielder since Lou Gehrig in 1934. A lot of the Triple Crowns were won by outfielders. Oh, 1934, wow. And the first player to win it cleanly without a tie in any of the 3 categories since Fred Robinson in 1966. I think Yastrzemski tied in RBIs, but anyway, he did it cleanly. He was obviously the AL MVP. Why not? He had a Triple Crown. Although Ted Williams will say that if he was alive, that Triple Crowns don't mean anything, as he lost a close vote to Joe DiMaggio. And I think he lost a big one to Joe Gordon of the Yankees. Why, I don't know. So anyway, Cabrera unfortunately was the last out of the World Series when he struck out looking against the Giants, when the Giants swept them. He would have a better batting average season and all that. And hit 40 or more home runs for the 3rd straight year, meaning for the 2nd straight season, meaning that he joins Hank Greenberg and Cecil Fielder in that category. He won his 2nd straight AL MVP, becoming the first player since Frank Thomas to do that, win back-to-back things. And when Detroit traded Prince Fielder to Texas, Cabrera moved back to first base and signed an 8-year, $248 million contract. All that. This was amazing. A lot of analysts said that basically Cabrera was not worthy of this contract. But he proved them wrong, having a very good year and all that. 2015, he was the batting title champion. And he got his 400th home run, which actually beat Andres Galarraga for the most by a Venezuelan. Cabrera basically, in the later seasons, haven't done too much. All that. But this year, in his first at-bat of the 2021 season, he was the 2nd Tigers player to record 350 home runs and 2,000 hits, following Al Kaline. He's currently on the injured list. But yeah, 4-time AL champion, the AL Triple Crown champion, 2-time league champion. Like, he won with the 03 Marlins and the 2012 Tigers, but he won a World Series ring in 2003 with the Marlins. A lot of awards, stats leader and all that. His wife is Razan Joe, and they have 2 daughters and 1 son. And Cabrera also has 2 other children who he followed with an ex-mistress. There were some problems about child support with the mistress and all that. But he has paid the mistress the child support and all that. Good for him. So anyway, Miggy Cabrera is an icon, and he's still playing. I mean, I still think he's kind of a Marlins legend, but they just let him go at the worst possible time, like Christian Yelich. But anyway, that's just me. Or John Carlos Stanton. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.